Great. Well, thanks, B. So my name is Vincent Meza. This is Listings to Leads. This might be the first time you're hearing about us or seeing it. We've been around for about 13 years. We've really been designed to help realtors. And so there's different things that realtors need. They need to sell their listings when they have them, and they need to get more listings. But there are a lot of ways that we help agents in those two areas. One is with social media. One is with really awesome automated tools for their listings. And other areas are unlimited landing pages. We have a number of PDF guides, and we have a number of ways for them to get listing leads. So I think before we dive into the system, I want to talk a little bit about how you introduce yourself, leveraging our platform, because essentially you're going to have an account where you can add realtors underneath it. And typically, obviously you want to do the titles on these homes. So you want to be able to help agents basically get more business, right? And so there's also a concept of, are you having a conversation with them where you're bringing them value, or are you having a conversation with them, selling them your service? And this is kind of the former part of that, right? And so there is a little bit of learning involved in what we do. Much of what we do is automatic or boiled down to just a couple of clicks. So we make it incredibly easy to be a powerful marketing real estate agent. And so when you sign up, you'll be able to have separate agent accounts underneath it. They can have their own branding, their own logos, and all that stuff. And you'll be able to help them. You can give them their own ID and password. But you definitely want to know how to sort of handhold them to get them set up. Even some of the basic setups just starts turning things on, and they start getting kind of blown away in a good way. So let's log into the system and let's look at a couple things. We're going to go look at a single agent account right now. And when you sign up, your account will look very much like this, but there'll be an extra tab that says agents, and that's where you add and remove agents. And there's kind of a few areas where you want to be thinking. Listings, ads, and also social media. And that's really it. I mean, there's more to it, but when you're talking to a realtor, you can help them with listings, marketing their listings. You can help them with ads, and you can help them with social media. These are the things that you're going to present, right? Now, there's more to it underneath here, and I'm going to lightly go through it today so you can kind of have an understanding of it. There's also, when you're having a conversation with realtors and you're bringing anything to them, if we were talking this time last year, the whole mortgage rate environment was different. And I've been talking to realtors every day for about 13 years now. And one thing I kept hearing is, I don't want to talk to buyers, right? Realtors would just tell me, I don't want to talk. I just want more listings. And so that's changed, because a home could be sold in, 5 days last year. Now it might take 2 or 3 months. So now agents do want to talk to buyers. Unfortunately, we have an awesome way to capture buyers, and I'll be showing you that. But you can always engage a senior realtor, or what I mean is somebody who's been in the business for a while and knows that they want to stay in the business. You can always engage these people if you have a solution to help them get more listings. And we definitely have that, okay? So we have ways to get listings. I think there's one thing that you want to remember is we have different ways to get listings. We have ways to get listings from social media. We have ways to get listings from Google. We have ways to get listings from CRM. So if you're talking to an agent with a deep CRM, a deep database, we have tools for them that will engage those people and get listings. But we also have print tools, and the print tools are the strongest kinds of tools to get listing leads, okay? And so you kind of, even though I just rolled off that, and that might sound kind of silly, if you can tell somebody that you actually know the difference of the quality of listing leads, and that the print tools that we're supplying are going to get higher quality listing leads than the online leads, That's a really good, engaging conversation to have with a realtor who knows their business, right? And so the first place we want to start there when we're talking about that is this section here, which is landing pages. And you can create unlimited landing pages. There's a green button at the top. And you'll notice that you can create landing pages for iBuyers, for FSBOs, for expireds. But Property Valuation Plus is the page where, you create, this is how you get your free home values. And so anybody that wants listings, well, that's gonna help them. Now, if you click the eyeball over here, we've already created a landing page. And the way it works is you drop in your address and you drop in your email address, and we give you the value and we copy the agent on that value. So everybody's kind of happy, right? So every agent should actually have a handful of these tools, right, for various neighborhoods. So he's got one for Diamond Head, and he's also working at Ewa Beach, so he's got some over there. But really, if an agent is working in 4 or 5 areas, they should have that there. So one cool tool to get there, if you click on this button that says Edit Tools, this gets you to the back end of a landing page. And I just want to point this out because these tools are super important. In advanced options are print marketing. And you can download a letter or get a postcard or a door hanger that are going to bring people back to this page. Okay. And what makes these so powerful is that you kind of decide who's going to get them, right? And the smartest thing you can do, and one thing as a title officer that you can often offer as value, is you can get an agent a list of homeowners. So if you're talking to an agent and you say, you know what, we've got a system that has really powerful print marketing tools, and I can pull together a list of all the people that own homes in your area. So you'll have a targeted list. I see questions here. Feel free to ask. Oh, these are all agents. Forgive me. Oh, guys. Well, then you need to know this. Thanks. So this is a very great tool, and you can definitely use this. Where I downloaded it, you can actually edit it, right? And you'll want to edit it, because if you look at the letter, it's saying, hey, the home sales came in for last month. You need to edit that because we don't know that here. And so you want to just say, hey, you know what, 10 homes sold last month. That means the median price is here, and maybe 100 for the year. Keep it simple, right? That affects your home value is really the point. This piece of paper is simple. It's not right. We're not asking people to read a whole lot. We're really asking them to get to that free home value page, right? And then there's also a link here that we create for you, which has all your other listings, so people can kind of see what you have here. If you've got reviews, we're gonna, have those on this page. And this is all created by us for you, right? So that's all on that piece of paper. It's on the advanced options of the home valuation page, which is a landing page, right? So that's the beginning. Like, you definitely want to have your landing pages set. After that, we have a couple of other sections, and I'm going to click on social here. And social is an area. It takes a while. This is kind of a new page, and it's like a deep database. You'll see in a moment. This is free social content. So when we come here the first time, it's going to ask you to connect to your social media accounts. And you can see this calendar here, right? So the first thing it says is connect to your social media accounts. And you can see that this agent has a whole bunch of, accounts on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. And then it says, what schedule do you want us to publish? And so in this case, it's got things going out every other day. And then the next question is, what topics? And there are 58 topics. And basically, he wants everything except kitchens. I don't know. Well, there's kitchen design over here, so maybe he figures this is redundant. If you click underneath here, and you don't need to click underneath, but there's an eyeball, and an eyeball is always the symbol for us, so like, see more. You'll notice that we've got a bunch of articles, and if you click on it, you can see what we're doing. And this is the kind of content that we're pushing to your social media accounts. The nice thing about it is we write it in-house. We purchase the photographs in-house. You don't have to touch it. You just got to go set it up. You just got to go connect your social media, and tell us what things you want us to push, right? And then boom, it goes to your social media accounts. It keeps it fresh. It's actually engaging. We have a lot of clients telling us like, hey, people are just chatting with me about your articles. So that's a cool place. It's social here, social content, settings here, where it says settings. There's also something, if you're somebody who uses Instagram or TikTok, this is something like Linktree. And if you don't know what that is, just click view here. This is a website designed for us. It looks kind of funny. We'll give it a second. It's designed for the phone, right? Because Instagram and Link and TikTok are phone-based apps. So it's going to have your contact info. It's going to have the latest articles, the social content that I just showed you. All of your listings will be here, and even the PDF guides that we're supplying for you, right? So if we click here, we see your listings, and we click on it, we're bringing people to a single property website. We automatically created this for you, okay? And at some point, and you decide how long it takes, a page like this is going to pop up, and it's going to say, continue with Facebook. And when people click this, we grab their name and email and we deliver it to you. So this is a really great way if you're spending time on TikTok and you're spending time on Instagram, whenever you're writing something about real estate, always say, hey, see my link in the bio, right? And now you know that there's a tool sitting there that can capture leads for you all over the place. If they want to download this free guide, I think if we haven't fixed it yet, you're gonna have to sign up. You're gonna have to give your contact information away to download it. It's not fixed yet, but that will be in just a couple more days. So that's the social page. And then there's ads and listings. Okay, so let's go to listings first. And your listings should auto sweep in the system. If you don't have your own listings, you can borrow listings. Now that you have to talk to your manager, and you probably have to talk to a listing agent and make sure you're not rubbing your MLS rules the wrong way. But either way, you have your own listings will auto feed in here, or you can grab a listing up here. And then that's when we start creating all of our marketing tools. Now, I don't know what companies you're from, and a lot of these tools in this column might sound familiar. Like your companies might actually create single property websites and virtual tours, right? You might have a system that even automatically posts to social media for you. But the difference from our platform and the difference from so many other major franchises and competitors is that their things look cool. They're branded. They usually have the colors you want. They usually have your picture, but they don't usually capture leads. And so when we're over here and we look at social media posts, well, this is an automated post that we're doing for you, for your listings. And we'll send you an email and say, hey, we've posted this and you can go check it out if you want. But let's just check it out from here. This is what an automated post looks like for this same property, right? Everything that you see that's written up here was done automatically. You don't have to touch it. If somebody sees this on any platform and they click on it, well, we drive them to this page. And this is kind of like a listing landing page, not a lot of detail here. But if you click continue with Facebook, we're going to get your name and email and send it to the agent. So it's free automated posting for your favorite social media accounts. We do it automatically, and you can get leads for free that way. So definitely I recommend turning that on. We also do virtual tours. We create single property websites. I showed you that letter on the back of the landing page when we first started talking about, ways of capturing listings. This is also a way to capture listings. It's called the nearby homeowner letter. This is our #1 tool for getting listing leads that turn into listing contracts. And I'm going to kind of show this to you. It's very simple. This is about a listing. So it says, hey, I've got a listing for sale, and go check it out here. And now we're going to capture you as a buyer lead. But when that home is sold, that's going to affect your home value. So go here, right? And there are not many people who are going to get this. So let's kind of talk about what you do here to get this in the market. The smartest thing you can do, or the simplest thing, is print out 100 of these and door knock them in your neighborhood. Even if you're borrowing a listing because you're holding somebody's open house, print this out and go knock around there. You're going to wind up with listing leads of people in that neighborhood. Many of our clients will mail this out to homes of people who have equity. And let me show you that. And that gets us to, I'm going to take a little pause here. That gets us to our mastermind group. Okay. So you hear me yammering on now, you're probably pretty confused. And I can tell you, we have probably not even hit 10% of our platform. And so most of you will forget half of what I'm saying right now. And so you're going to need to know the resources that are here for you long range or long term so that you can actually learn how to leverage this platform. And the mastermind group on Facebook is a private group. It's where my partner Scott and I talk about what's going on. It's where our clients talk about what's going on. They ask questions here. They tell us what's working for them here. And I want to show you something that came up here. Chris Winstead, who's talking about that particular letter. So this guy's saying, hey, I got 5 listings in 3 months. And if you go in the comments, you'll see that we asked him, how did he do that? And what he did is he said, I got a list of homeowners and people that had 5 years equity, and I mail that letter or a letter like it, either on something just listed or an open house or just sold. It's always going to say that affects your home value. And I mail it every 2 weeks to this group of homeowners. And whenever somebody opens this up and goes to this page of get your free home value, I follow up with those leads every week with phone calls, emails, bomb messages, and that's what I do. And that's how this guy got 5 listings in 3 months. Well, I'm going to kind of fast forward because I didn't know Chris when he came in the group to say this. He did tell us like, hey, I'm actually from out of state. I moved into Texas, and my wife and kids, their families in this San Antonio, and so we moved there. And that's when I started using your stuff. And fast forward till the beginning of last summer, or last year, so about a year ago, January last year, he not only becomes the top listing agent in his office, he starts his own office. He just leaves the company and starts his own office. And the very first thing he does is he creates a video for recruiting.
All right, in this video, my 5 tips to dominate and get more listings.
He starts teaching people how to customize our tools to get more business, because it's been so effective for him that he's went off and started his own company, and now he's like hiring agents to get, to get going. So that's all coming from that letter. And this guy uses it every 2 weeks. And I won't kind of bore you with all of the stories, but this page right here has many of them. And this is another resource. I'm going to send it to everybody in the chat panel right now. It's our YouTube channel. And let's see here, everyone in the meeting. You should see this in a moment. This YouTube channel, I do live training every week, and my partner Scott does live training every week too. So we do kind of 2 different things. And right here, which I did yesterday, is a call that says top tools to get more listings. So what I just discussed is the #1 tool. So this is at the top of the list. We have a lot of ways to capture listing leads, but those listing leads have different values, right? If you're getting them from Facebook, they're not as good as getting it from this letter in the way I just described. And so if you want more listings, go save this link here that I just sent you and watch this video right here, okay? Now, I also do get started. So if you're not currently in our system, you definitely want to watch Get Started, because what I'm not showing you is how to turn everything on. I'm just showing you how everything looks. So you're going to want to watch Get Started here, which I recorded 8 days ago. And then I do another class that is Facebook and Google ads. And honestly, I know realtors are busy people, but if you want your business to grow, I don't think there's a better platform to help you grow your business with more leads, with more buyers and more listings. But you will need to know how to use it. And these 2 classes of Facebook and Google ads and top tools for more listings I would recommend you watch the most recent 2 videos of each of those, along with Get Started, which you can just watch one. That's 5 hours. And I'm sure that sounds like horrible, but your business will grow in 2023 if you watch those and you apply that in your business. If you don't, if you're the kind of agent that this is like too boring or it's too high tech or whatever, don't worry about it. Don't waste your time and don't use it. But if you want to invest some time and have your business grow, you're not going to find a better platform. So we also have great postcards and door hangers. We've got a great open house marketing toolkit. I won't dive into all these tools because these videos over here are going to really focus, on getting more listings or how to run ads. But let's go over here and look at the ad section. And let's give it a second. It takes a second to pull up because I think we need to clear up the code here. But when you come here, it will not exactly look like this, okay? Because the first thing it's going to tell you is connect to Facebook and connect to Google. Now, a lot of realtors, and I've been training on Facebook advertising. I've been training realtors on Facebook advertising since Facebook has had advertising, right? We started the meltdown of 2009, and the Facebook ad platform came on after, right? And so because it was so powerful, we started to teach our clients how to do it. And now we're to the point where we actually have their software embedded in this platform. So we're going to tell you to connect to your Facebook account, and you will be able to run ads on listings, on landing pages, and PDF guides. So let's just do a listing ad real quick. And all you got to do is select your property and click create an ad. And we'll give it a second. And basically, we write the ad, okay? And we click all the buttons in the back that you need to click. It will be a $35 ad. It will be a 7-day ad. And to run this ad, you click that green button at the bottom that says publish. Now, I don't know if you've run ads in Facebook, but it's a lot more complicated than this, okay? And these leads come back with name, email, and phone number coming from pre-populated from the Facebook profiles. So when somebody sees this ad on Facebook and they click on it, it says, do you want more information? And there's only one answer. It says yes. And their information is sitting there to be submitted. They don't have to type in nothing. It's all coming from their profile. Our clients love getting those kinds of leads. I definitely recommend if you want buyers, if you want buyer leads, Facebook ads is the fastest, cheapest way to get them. Get a listing like this and click that green button that says publish. Okay. Now you can also run PDF guide ads. And we haven't talked about the PDF guides, but you basically have 80 PDF guides, 40 for buyers, 40 for sellers. This little white button here means you can download it, and you can download it if you want to read it, right? But you will notice that you are branded on every page. So if you say, hey, I want to do something on the 5 dangers of overpricing, and I'm going to push this out, you just click on it. You will have to take an extra step. You'll have to type in the name of your favorite town, right? So if it's Tampa, Florida, you kind of do this. If you want to expand the radius, do. But these landing pages, this is one of the 40 for home sellers. And Facebook sets the price on your leads. And you may not know what I'm saying, but as you can see here, it's a $50 ad. It's going to end in 7 days. And that means the top amount of money that you can spend is $50. But what you don't know at this point is what is Facebook going to charge you per lead, right? And if we're looking for buyer leads, that number is around $2.75. It can be higher and lower based on where you're sitting in the country, but 275 is a good number. If it's a seller lead and it's for a property that's sold, those leads can often cost $6 or $7. If it's a seller lead based on a PDF guide like this one here, I've seen these leads cost $10. Yeah, $10 a lead. So if you're running a $50 ad and they're charging you $10, you're only going to get 5 leads. And then there's another kind of ad that we can run. And by the way, when you get the lead, they can download the report. So you don't have to do anything. It's just done. You can also run landing page ads. And we talked about landing pages right at the beginning. And this is the kind of ad that realtors know the most. I think it's one of the big ads. Like, what is your home worth, right? This kind of ad has been run on Facebook for probably 10 years now. And Facebook knows that realtors like them. And so they charge the most per lead. And we have seen these leads cost between $12 and $15. Again, a $50 ad, if they're charging you 15 bucks, you're only going to get 3 leads. Okay. So that's a little bit about Facebook. I think Facebook is an awesome place to build your brand. And it's an awesome place to capture buyer leads. But however, if you want listing leads, and these PDF guides, those are actually pretty good. And sold leads they're good. But if you want listings, I think you really need to have a Google strategy. And you can run the same kind of landing page ads, and you can run the same kind of PDF guide ads, but this time they're going to be on Google. Now, this guy doesn't have Google turned on. It is a $30 add-on, but we make it really easy to run ads. So I'm going to jump out of here and jump into another account. And this account's over in the Carolinas, right? It's an unusual one, but you can still see it. These guys have an expansion team of, I don't know, a couple dozen agents in 2 states. And their role is to generate leads and get them to those agents, right? This is part of their value of what they're doing. And so I launched this office right around Halloween last year. So this account it's about 105 days old, okay? And they have been busy running ads. They've run 173 ads in just over 3 months. It's over here. They spent almost $15,000 and they have over 5,000 leads. Now, the average realtor is not going to do that, right? I think if an average realtor has a budget on Facebook of 200 to 300 and another 100 or even 200 on Google, that's a good budget. Not everybody can afford that, but that's the kind of thing you want to kind of get to, because you're going to have a pipeline of leads happening for both buyers and sellers. But there's a couple things I want to point out here. These guys in the Carolinas, their business pages have been seen over 1 million times. This is something to think about when you are in real estate, because I don't know where you guys sit, but I'm just going to throw out a number. You have 10,000 competitors. You have 10,000 agents in your market that you're competing with. And how do people actually know you exist unless they're actually a friend or family, right? If it comes to the internet, well, that's a tough call, right? Because you've got all these competitors. And you got the big national brands you're competing with, like, I don't know, the big Realogy brands like Century 21 and Coldwell Banker. And you're competing with our favorites like Realtor.com and Zillow. So how do you build a brand? This is a really great way to build a brand, because people spend a lot of time on Facebook, and you can spend a few $100 a month and get thousands of people to start seeing your business pages, and of course, capture leads. So that's the Facebook thing. But when people have an important question, like where's a good restaurant in New York, or what's a great hotel in Hawaii, or how do I sell my house, they don't go to Facebook to ask those questions. They come to this site, which is the #1 website in the country, where 86% of all searches begin, and that's Google. So when I ask realtors, how many of you have run an ad on Facebook? Typically, I'd say about half of the realtors at this point say, yes, I have. Are they successful? Well, that's a different question. If I ask how many people have run an ad on Google, it's about 1 in 20. And I don't know, if you want to put in the chat panel that you run an ad on Google, let me know. It'd just be interesting. So if it's the #1 website in the country and you're not taking advantage of it, you probably want to add this as part of your business strategy for 2023. And fortunately, we make that incredibly easy. Now, I told you about our handy dandy YouTube channel here. If you go back about a month ago, there's a call. It's under the heading of Facebook and Google ads. And let's see here. I want to show it to you just in case. Yeah, right here, a month ago, how to create a Google account and run an ad on it. So if you don't have a Google account, I actually fumble through and show you how to create a Google account, right? And then I even show you how to run an ad on Google, which you can quickly see, and I stop halfway. It's a nightmare. But like Facebook, we have their software. So for us, it's very easy. We say, oh, you know what? I want to click on Google and I want to run a PDF guide of one of those PDF things that I'm interested in, right? And let's say, I don't know, what curb appeal, create an ad. Okay. So we click create an ad on curb appeal. You do have to type the location, right? So I'll type in Lafayette where I live. And I do recommend this. Well, right here, you can click view link, right? And this shows you that in the ad, we're going to push people to this page and it's going to say, hey, you know, if you want your information, do this and download the free guide, right? So we're going to have to give that information up, right? So that's how this ad works. Now, when we go over here to Google, let me just show you what is happening here. People sell, this is a big deal, sell my home. This is what you see these sponsored ads right here. That's interesting. They changed the word from ads to sponsored. These are the local ads running in my neighborhood who have bought these keywords, sell my home, right? So when they run the ad, those keywords are there. You don't need to do this, but if you want to click on advanced options, you're going to see all the keywords that we have automatically put there for you, right? Now, you don't have to think about that, but believe me, it's really important. I also really recommend that you change this daily budget to 20 bucks. I think we actually need to do this system-wide. And do not run a month-long ad. I recommend that you run a week-long ad. So that means if you run it for a week, 20 bucks, you're going to spend $140. I don't know, because this software is new and our clients are just starting to adopt it. I don't know the exact cost of seller leads on Google. So we're going to learn that together. But I'm going to assume they're more expensive than Facebook. And typically they are. That's the leads cost more on Google than on Facebook. But people say that the quality of the lead of Google is higher, right? And that's primarily, let me explain the difference of that. The reason Facebook ads have worked so long is this right here. This in the center, here's Nico. This is the news feed. And this right here, people scroll through this thing about 40 minutes every day. So American adults, not teenagers, spend 40 minutes a day on this site, seeing what their friends are doing, looking at pictures of their grandkids, and seeing what their friends are eating and all that fun stuff that makes Facebook so cool, right? Well, your ads, they show up right there on that feed, right? And so when people are on Facebook, they're not there looking for answers on real estate. They're not maybe even thinking, oh, they're not looking for open houses on here. But if you've got something there and it resonates with them, they'll be like, oh, cool. Yes, I want to know that. Like here, let's see, another offer. If you're looking for a new home, yeah. So this is a typical realtor right here, right? And this is probably just like you. I'm going to put some colorful stuff up here and I'm going to ask people to call me, which is great because we all have cell phones, right? But I can just tell you, and don't take it personally, people don't really want to be calling realtors. People like to research information for months and months. You know this. If they're going to make a transaction, they're going to research a lot. So if you're using our tools, we're going to give information, but we got to get contact information. That's the whole name of the game here. This is a typical realtor, and I follow a bunch of them, so I see what they're doing. And most of them they're really good at putting colorful things on social media. They're not good at capturing leads, right? So this is Google. And what I was trying to let you know is that when people have questions about anything, about health, about what they want to buy, if they need a new mattress, they're going to start on this site. And if you're using our software, you can be right here on page 1. You should really think seriously about that, even if you don't use our software, right? Like, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, most companies need a Google strategy. And if you are essentially a company, you're your own little company. So that's the nature of listings to leads. We got great listing automation tools. We have great tools to help you get ads on Facebook and Google. We have really cool social media content, and we have unlimited landing pages. Everything that I've shown you is designed to capture either buyer or seller leads. One other thing, if you are a client, go download our listing presentation. It's on the listings page. I'm going to go download it for you right here real quickly. This page, it's right up here. It says create listing presentation. If you are a client, you should log in and download this yourself right now. But if you ever find yourself in a listing presentation, you by all means need to drop this off, because this says everything that we're doing for listings, all right, for your listing. You don't have to say, hey, I use listings to leads to do this. They don't even know we exist. But these are all the tools that we can create and do for you. All of these things are all done automatically. So you don't have to tell them they're done automatically. This is just part of the value you bring to the table. So I would download this and keep it on your desk. So it's, you know, as you're learning about us, it's a reminder of what we can do for you and all the things we do for you. And definitely, if you are in a listing presentation, you have to leave this behind, because nobody can compete against this. Okay. It's a really serious platform. There's a lot to it, and that document there, our listing presentation, will help you. So are there any questions here? That's me yammering on for more than a half hour. Oh, I'll wait for questions. We'll see if those come up. We also have another great resource. I'll send it to you now. So leadgenwebinars.com. This is where you sign up for our free classes. And like I said, my business partner and I do live classes every week. Our system, we add new tools to this every week. So you definitely want, excuse me, to understand what we're doing. If you like live classes, go to leadgenwebinars.com and sign up for any of these classes here. If our schedule doesn't work for you, I've already sent you the link to this channel. Every class that we do, we record, and it's right here. So this is 1 day old, and I'm talking about the top ways to get more listings right there. So either way, you know, join us, learn about us, learn how to leverage this platform for your business. B, I think that's all I got for you today. Everybody, thanks for joining. I hope this helps. We have a great support team. Our mastermind group is awesome. My buddy Scott and I, we are always here and available for our clients, and we adapt really quickly. There are a lot of companies out there in this space, you know, in real estate marketing. I kind of think that about every 5 minutes, a realtor retires and creates another tech company. And that's fun and that's cool and all, but we've been doing this for 13 years. We really know how to capture leads, and we're really good at it. So if that's going to help your business, that can help your business. You want to spend a little bit of time figuring out how to leverage this platform. We've got a great support team. We do live training every week. As you now know, it's on YouTube. So let's see. You're welcome. Thanks to everybody. Have a great week. B, this is being recorded. I'll get this up on YouTube and send it to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. And you guys, if you guys are wanting to get set up with a platform, email me after the call. You all have my email, and if not, I'll drop it in the chat really quick, so I can go ahead and set you up on my end, and you guys will receive your registration link to sign in and get started. Okay. Any other questions or anything for me. And we're all set, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. I hope you guys enjoyed the information and again, the awesome tool that we have for you guys. I look forward to helping you guys.
Bye, B. Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.